This isn't AI, it's my newest gluten-free scone.
Would you eat this cherry blossom powder on your scone? Hi, I'm Carolyn, and this is the Chili Bakes Gluten-Free YouTube and podcast. And today I'm making almond gluten-free scone with the cherry blossom glaze. I'm taking one of my favorite scone recipes and revising it for springtime. Let's get to baking. Here are the dry ingredients. We have 2 cups of Cup4Cup Multipurpose Flour, that's original blend, with the milk powder, a teaspoon of sweet rice flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda,
Half a cup of blanched almond flour,
4 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and we're just going to mix it. Pretty good. This is a half a cup butter cut into chunks, and then you could either use a fork here and smush it in. This is called cutting in the butter, and it'll take a minute because the butter's cold. You could use a Cuisinart food processor, or you could use your fingertips, which if your fingers are cool, this is how I like to do it. I just kind of smush it, and you just do it until it sort of looks like breadcrumbs.
and we're done with the dry ingredients.
The wet ingredients. We have 2 tablespoons of applesauce, unsweetened. You won't taste it, but it will keep your gluten-free bake moist. 1 large egg.
1/3 cup of half and half, and 1/4 cup of buttermilk.
Then we have almond extract. This stuff's strong, so you don't want too much. I'm going to use a half a teaspoon. Just a little bit of vanilla. There you go. Let's whisk this together. And there's your wet ingredients. Let's combine the wet with dry. I'm only going to add enough wet to make a stiff dough, so I might have a little extra. So I'm just going to leave a little behind and mix this in. Let's see what we have here. This is a Dutch whisk. Works really well for thick batters without getting stuck in it. That actually looks really good. Make sure there's no dry spots. Flour my surface. Whoops, lightly. There we go. Flour the top. Kind of gather it up. You could pat it or roll it out. Either way, just make sure it has enough flour that it doesn't stick. About 1 inch. We don't want them too skinny. Okay, this is more like 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. And then you just cut them out. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Whoa. There you go. And we're just going to cut them all out and put them on a lined baking sheet. To gather the dough scraps and roll them again. Just reflour if you need to, but as little flour as possible. And you just keep doing it. It's gluten-free, they'll be fine. We're going to stack the cookie sheet. These might be too close. I might do this in 2 batches, but it sure looks pretty. I usually do them 2 inches apart. All right, let's do a little cream wash. Give them a nice brown surface there. Let's put some almond slices on it. This is optional. These are going into an oven that's 400 degrees for about 10 to 14 minutes or until they're brown on the top, brown on the bottom, and they bounce back a little bit. If you've baked with me before, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and joining me in my kitchen and trying out new gluten-free things. I've basically baked through all the gluten-free recipes I know how to make, and now I'm just starting afresh and just experimenting. So I hope you join me in this journey and be eating some delicious gluten-free bakes you probably never had before. Thank you so much for being here. Out of the oven, we're gonna let them cool on a rack for a few minutes until they're warm but not hot. I have Sakura cherry blossom powder, which is this fine pink powder. It's pretty strong tasting, but it's got a really nice floral taste, so we're gonna flavor the icing with it. It really is what makes it taste different. So the icing ingredients are 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of the cherry blossom powder. Let's whisk that together. 1 tablespoon of water. And you could add a little cherry juice too, maybe 1/2 teaspoon of cherry juice for color, or you could use food coloring. I just want a little bit of pink in there. So if it's too thick, I'll add water, and if it's too thin, obviously I'll add powdered sugar. Ooh, look at that color. Okay, it's a little bit thick. As you can see, it's stuck to my whisk here. You don't want too much water. I want it to drizzle a little bit. Looks perfect. You just ice however you want. I'm gonna do a drizzle here. Oh my gosh, that was a huge drizzle.
Let's check out this bake. It's gluten-free almond scone with cherry blossom icing. Yes, I broke it in half. Really good. All right, my mouth is full, but really tender, buttery scones with a little bit of almond flavor. And I don't know if everyone's gonna love this. The cherry blossom icing has a little floralness, not a lot, but enough that I don't know if everyone will love it, but maybe some foodies or people who are curious. They got a nicely brown bottom and a soft interior. They're slightly sweet, a little almondy with the floral cherry blossom. I think it's delicious and the perfect bake for spring. And look how cute it is. Anyway, I certainly hope you try this. Thanks so much for joining me today on my YouTube channel and podcast. I really enjoy baking with you, and I hope to bake more in the future and have you here joining me. It's always an honor to have you, so thanks so much for being with me. And until then, bake something gluten-free and delicious. Whoa.